Most golfers think forgiveness comes from giant shovel-shaped irons, but that hasn't been true for years. Today, you can get a compact, player-looking iron that's actually more forgiving than the big-headed game improvement clubs from a decade ago. And the reason why has nothing to do with marketing, it's engineering. This isn't a sponsored review, and I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm breaking down the engineering behind modern irons so you can benchmark your own equipment with real data instead of hype. Here's the reality most mid-handicap golfers face. You might have a decent swing, decent speed, and decent contact, but your misses cost you strokes. Not because you're hitting it short, but because your dispersion is too wide. 10 yards left, 8 yards right, a thin shot that comes up 20 yards short, that's where the strokes leak out. Older irons, like my early 2010s Mizuno JPX 800s, were great for their time, but the forgiveness they offered was tied to head size and perimeter weighting. If you wanted more help, you had to accept a bulkier look and a higher launching, balloon-prone flight. Modern irons flipped that trade-off on its head. Engineers figured out how to pack forgiveness into a compact chassis by redesigning the face, the weighting, and the energy transfer. The face became thinner and more flexible, so off-center strikes lose less ball speed. Weighting moved lower and deeper without making the head look bigger, which stabilizes the club on mishits. And multi-material construction lets designers tune launch and spin without forcing a high launch, high spin profile. The result is simple. A modern player-looking iron can outperform a decade-old game improvement iron in consistency, ball speed retention, and dispersion, all without looking like a shovel. Most golfers don't hit the center, even good players miss it by a few millimeters, and that's where modern irons shine. If your typical strike pattern is slightly toe side, slightly low, or slightly high on the face, a modern iron will stabilize that impact better than older designs. You get fewer dead shots, fewer knuckleballs, and fewer flyers. Instead of losing 20 yards on a small miss, you might only lose 5. That's the difference between hitting greens and scrambling all day. When people talk about breaking into the 70s, they usually think distance or swing changes, but the real unlock is consistency. If your irons tighten your dispersion by even 15%, your scoring potential jumps immediately. Modern irons aren't magic, they just reduce the punishment for the misses you already make, and that's the entire point of forgiveness. Before you even test clubs, it helps to know where you fit as a player. Handicap isn't everything, but it's a reliable starting point. If your handicap is 15 or higher, game improvement irons usually make the most sense. They're built to help with consistency and off-center hits. If you're somewhere between 10 and 15, players' distance irons tend to be the sweet spot, a blend of forgiveness, speed, and better feel. And if you're in that 5 to 10 range or even lower, players' irons give you the precision and feedback you're probably looking for. A simple rule of thumb is this: if you're consistently breaking 85 and your miss pattern is tight, players' distance irons may fit you well. If your scores swing wildly or you struggle with consistency, game improvement irons will usually help more. This isn't about ego, it's about matching engineering to your actual strike pattern. If you want to know whether upgrading makes sense, don't look at marketing charts. Benchmark your current set like an engineer. Hit 10 shots with your 7 iron. Don't focus on the best shot. Look at the pattern. How wide is the dispersion? How much distance do you lose on your worst 3 strikes? How often do you get a shot that's so short or so offline that it costs you a stroke? That's your baseline. Then test a modern iron in the same category and compare the patterns. If the new iron tightens your misses, the upgrade is justified. If it doesn't, keep what you have. If you're in that mid-handicap range and want a compact player-looking iron with real forgiveness, 3 models consistently stand out. The TaylorMade P790 delivers the fastest ball speed and a slim, classic look. It's premium, forged, and great for shaping shots, though slightly less stable on mishits. The Mizuno JPX 923 hot metal offers a bit more forgiveness, with a softer feel and a more affordable price. It's stable, consistent, and confidence-boosting at address. And the Ping i525 sits right in the middle: balanced forgiveness, competitive ball speed, a clean modern look, and very consistent distance. All 3 blend speed, forgiveness, and aesthetics in a way that fits the modern engineering story we've been talking about. Golf isn't about chasing distance, it's about reducing chaos. Modern irons give you the clean, compact look you want, but with engineering that keeps your bad shots playable. And if you're trying to break into the 70s, playable misses matter more than perfect strikes. If you want a deeper breakdown of how to benchmark your own clubs or a full engineering comparison of modern iron categories, let me know. Precision isn't about guessing, it's about understanding the system and making decisions that actually move your game forward. This has been Precision Explained. See you next time.